Guys, welcome back to my channel. Thank you for tuning in today. We are doing a quick and easy eyebrow tutorial today. So I'm starting off by brushing out my brows with a spoolie, and I always trim the ends a little bit because I have curly eyebrows. So if I don't do this step, they always end up looking a little bit messy. So I'm starting with that. And then I move on to use the Brow Wiz by Anastasia. And this is the main thing with this tutorial, is just to fill in the sparse brows. First, I like to get the shape, so I start off on the bottom and I kind of outline the shape that I want. And you just kind of go back and forth, see what looks good. And like I've said in the past, it doesn't have to be perfect because we do go in and conceal them after. So as long as you fill in the sparse places and then just make sure you like the shape, you're all good to go. So I do that for a while. Um, and another tip is to kind of brush it back and forth to get those areas and really make sure that you fill in the holes. And then throughout the process as well of filling them in, I always go back with a spoolie, brush them out, go back in with more product, brush them out. So I kind of do this a couple times. You don't even see it all throughout the video, but I probably do this about 3 times throughout the whole process, just to see, because once you brush them out, you can see kind of what you missed, what you want to fill in. So go ahead and do that before we move on to concealer. Alright guys, so here I'm going in with the Tarte Shape Tape Concealer, and I just take it on, like I have a janky little concealer brush that I but it works just fine. And so I just conceal and this is how you make your eyebrows look super sharp. If you don't have time to do this, then you have to be a little bit more careful when you fill in your brows, but um, I find it to be easier to just fill them in a little bit messier and then just go in with concealer and clean everything up. Alright guys, so I do like to focus on the ends the most when I'm concealing because I feel like that's what makes them look really clean and really sharp. So that's where I take the most time concealing my brows. So this is what I'm doing here, making sure that the ends look really good. And yeah, this is almost the last step. Alright guys, now that we're all concealed, the very last step that I do is highlight under my brows a little bit, and you can use any highlighter. Here I'm using the Wet n Wild. Uh, I'm not sure the color, but I'll leave it down below. So I just take a little fluffy brush so that it's not that the pigment isn't as dense, and I just kind of highlight under my brows, and that kind of gives it the last touch to where they look finished. this is the final result, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. And I just want to show you guys the difference between the clean brows and the crazy looking brows. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I'll see you next time.